Before we jump in, a warning that we are an explicit book podcast.
Yes, that means swearing, shitty jokes, and a whole lot of dark humour that some may take offence to.
Please check your trigger warnings on all of the books we cover.
You've been warned.
The episode starts in 3, 2, 1.
A book and a bev. Hello everyone and welcome back to A Book and a Bev. This is our Q&A episode and bloopers.
Surprise.
You didn't ask for it, but you're getting it.
Shoving
okay?
it down your throat like a dick.
Wow. No one needs that. Ever.
I didn't know what else I was going to do.
Okay,
but
ignore
a hot dog, like what else? Chicken nuggets.
There are many options that don't have
what
to
else
be
would you
flaccid
shove
penis.
down?
An icy pole.
Oh God!
Like a nice juicy banana. Bananas are juicy.
Nice juicy
Just
banana.
fibrous.
Ew, that even sounds a little bit.
All right. Well, look, we've recently had an influx of new listeners, and I apologise if that's you and this is your first episode and that's how you've been introduced to us.
Welcome.
It doesn't get any better, so just stay tuned. But anyway, we just wanted to give you guys like a proper introduction and just, update you all on the happenings of this podcast. We've got some changes in the works. Things are moving. It's very exciting.
Double thumbs up.
So I guess I'll introduce us all again. So Ellie's here with Georgia and Briony.
Welcome. I'm actually not drinking anything tonight. My drink is crunchy chocolate.
Oh, I approve that message.
Yeah. If you take anything from this episode, take crunchy chocolate. Don't take juicy bananas.
Just always. Well, I too am not drinking anything. So obviously the bev part of A Book and a Bev is optional.
It's all up in the air, really. This whole podcast is really up in the air. Some weeks you'll get something, some weeks you won't. Some weeks it'll be out at 7, some weeks it'll be out at 7:44 p.m. Sorry.
Who knows, really? Anyway,
I am drinking
Briony?
Johnny Walker and cola.
Ooh.
Just a casual bev.
She's really holding together the bev part of this podcast.
Look,
thank God for
fuck
that.
it up.
Occasionally we have to cleanse because we are recording episodes essentially weekly, and so it can be a lot. Like we record for about 4 hours, and if we are drinking, that's like a 4-hour binge drink on a weeknight weekly, and that's a lot. It's a lot.
It is.
We don't.
And we have no self-control.
No one in this group is
No.
going to be like, "Hey, hold it, guys, just chill." None of us.
Yeah.
We're going to be like,
just take it down a notch. Georgia, no more shots.
Georgia, stop.
Yeah.
You don't have to shot. You don't have to do that. You don't have to read a smart book and take a shot every time they say, like, dirty slut. Like, you don't. And Georgia's like, watch me.
And as you'll see from the bloopers coming in this episode,
Yeah.
She gets weird.
very weird.
We have no chill.
We would like to clarify as well that our bloopers are, like, you think our episodes already, you're like, how did we get here? And then the bloopers are what doesn't make it into that episode. And then there's even more that you will never, ever see.
Yeah, there's some that are literally too
never.
vulgar for anyone's ears.
No one will know.
I listened to it and I'm cackling laughing while going, absolutely fucking not.
I just forget. Honestly, we record these episodes, it's gone from my brain. It's gone. I listen to it back like I'm an actual listener. I'm like, oh God, those girls are funny.
Hilarious.
That's no recollection of anything that I ever say. So thank you for safeguarding my life.
You're so welcome.
So welcome. On that note, should we ask some questions? Or answer? We're not asking them. We've actually been asked questions. We're answering them. I'm going to stop talking now.
Exactly.
So we put it out on our Instagram, which again, if you are not following us at A Book and a Bev podcast on Instagram, what are you even doing? And we put it out on our stories, asking what you want to know, what questions you want to ask. So question 1 we got was, after reading so much smut, have any of you developed or discovered a new kink you have?
It's funny because the question was actually phrased as if, have any of you discovered a kink like that you have? But I put in a new kink because it was me that was running in. And I was like, I already had kink.
Yeah,
So-
already had
Add it on top.
got more. Well, Georgia, you just take it away then because you're already starting.
Since discovering breeding kink books, I really love breeding kink, but I don't like what comes from the breeding kink, which is pregnancy tropes.
Yes.
I hate pregnancy tropes.
I definitely am on that level.
Yes.
It's vulgar, and I'm just going to say it, and I'm going to regret saying it, but what are we here for if not content? I like the filling up.
Yeah, fuck it up, fill it up. Fill it up. Honestly, I haven't had a kink yet that I've been like, ew, get it away from me. There's a lot that I'm like, it's probably not my cup of tea. Like pregnancy trope, I'm like, yeah, it's probably not my cup of tea. But children.
And having children.
Yeah, no, you know. But I haven't seen a kink where I've been like, get that the fuck out of my face. I would rather die. You know what I mean?
I
haven't been set off.
Some of the books we've read have
this
definitely given me, I've been like, hard pass. Really, really testing the women's rights, women's wrongs aspect of my life. But, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
Piss play, actually. That's something that's a definite hard fucking no from me. I don't like a flaccid penis in my face at the best of times. But I swear to fuck, if it's a flaccid penis pissing on me, you better believe I will cut that shit the fuck off and mail it to your grandmother.
Why are you mailing it to someone's grandmother?
Oh.
Nonna did nothing.
Surely not.
Nonna did a lot, actually.
She did more than enough.
You know those babies that came from that filling up? Oh. Yeah, she killed those babies. So
unnecessary.
Fuck that book.
Yeah, look, I don't think I'll say that my libido has increased from reading more smut books. I think this is my version of porn. I'm a bit time poor, but I do enjoy reading, and I kind of think that like has gone hand in hand a little bit.
Literally.
So I'm enjoying that. Literally. Lockie's enjoying that too. I do have a different list for you, which is the things that I have now known that I won't do sexually, such as oil.
Yeah.
In anuses. Fucking uncles and or cousins.
Yes. Incest is a hard no.
Sucking multiple dicks as men dressed as clowns.
Also, yes, correct. And yes in a no way.
Oh, good. I'm glad you clarified.
I said nothing.
Georgia's a big yes for all of the above, especially the uncle fucking. Just sign her right on up for that.
All right?
Yeah, we don't do
Jesus.
No incest. Yeah, look, when we first started the podcast, a little over a year ago, guys, just FYI.
Smash.
Ourselves.
Yeah.
I was definitely not on the smutty train. And I also was like really having a problem with men specifically. Like I really didn't like men enjoying things.
Hence why she bonded so deeply with all of our male love interests with deep, dark, emotional trauma.
It's fine.
How dare you enjoy yourself?
How dare you? But now I'm actually, I've got to say, I quite enjoy ball slapping. Like when a sex scene is being described and there's the sounds. I enjoy that.
I also think that like reading smutty books, like it opens up you to a different side of sexuality. I think that's why I love smutty books, because I feel like sometimes in your brain you're like, I probably wouldn't do this, but you get to still like have the experience through the character.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
You're
like,
fantasy.
Oh my god, yeah, this is a hard pass, or it's like, oh my god, that could be something that I may want to try one day.
Yeah. It's like the whole, I like the fantasy, but I don't actually want that in my real life.
I definitely think some books that we've read have given me more confidence as well. Icebreaker, for example. I adored those sex scenes and how Stacy like carried herself in them. Like she was so confident. I liked seeing women like that be like, this is what I want. This is how you do it. I hope that answers your question. No new kinks, but we have definitely ruled out oil play.
Well, I have a lot of new kinks, but there's too many to list. So anyway, moving on to the next question.
Are you guys going to be doing episodes on House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath?
And you mean, and then,
they're called?
You know, House of Flame and Shadow, which got announced this week?
Fuck. Short answer to that question, yes.
Yeah,
we
as Ellie said, we will be, short answer, yes, we are going to cover House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath, and then we'll be starting 2024, oh my god, that's horrifying, with House of Flame and Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
We are probably also going to do a big SJM multiverse episode. That means that as the podcast, we would have covered every Sarah J. Maas book that is in existence. And so we could have some good theories and talks like that. If you know, you know. And yeah.
We also are thinking about having a guest on. We're not sure if that's going to plan out, but we would like to. We have someone in mind that we're going to hopefully ask.
Well, that's exciting. I had to take a little bit of a break mentally after reading House of Sky and Breath. It fucked me.
It does.
So that is currently the plan.
So exciting.
So question number 3 is, who is your favourite book villain?
Ooh.
Now, I was pre-thinking about this, right? And I have many options, but the problem is I read dark romance and they are all villains, really. So there's a few that I've got. We've got Enzo, right? He dunks her head in water while, like, shark-infested waters while fucking her.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Dunks her
Stop.
head in shark-infested waters while fucking her from behind. Yes.
Why are there sharks?
This is Hunting Adeline, but Haunting Adeline is Zayd, and he's like stalker, murderer, fucks people up. Again, these are dark romance, so they do end up having some romance in them, but they are still technically not good people. And then also there is Lana Myers. She's the female main character in the Mindfuck series. She's technically a villain, but she's a vigilante killer for something that's traumatic that happened in her past. And she's such a badass, but she's a villain in some people's eyes, so I feel like that still counts.
I want to read that series. I think we should add it to the list.
It's so fucking good.
I think so
1000% think we should add it to the list. Oof. Yes, put it right now. Someone write it down. Let's go.
I'm trying to think of like the best book villains, and I like the ones that are particularly complex, and I feel like Maeve from the Throne of Glass series is a really good villain, because if she'd made different decisions, you'd probably like her. If you gave her backstory, and then once she was in that series, she made different, like once she was involved with the characters that we love, she made different decisions. You would have been like, she's got a traumatic backstory, but I like this bitch. And
yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I like the villains where they're not just like, I am the bad guy and I must bad guy. I want more depth in their motivations. So I feel like she's got that. I feel like obviously we are SJM girlies on this podcast, but I feel like the villains of ACOTAR aren't as strong as the villains of Throne of Glass or Crescent City.
Okay, no, I found my answer. It's Poppy from 1,000 Boy
She's a
Kisses.
villain?
Because by the end, she deserved death. She was fucking annoying. But I did like some of the moments within the book.
Ellie! She's a child!
Ellie, you're a villain.
If she's a child, she should not be having sex, should she not? Also, that would make sense as to why she continued wearing bows in her hair for a ridiculously
the
long
bows
amount
are
of
the
time.
real villain.
Adult. Yeah, the bows are the villain.
Yeah.
Good answers.
Look. But otherwise, I don't know what my answer is because, as I said, we record this podcast. It leaves my
Yeah,
brain.
and you have a lot of hate in your heart.
I've read books this year.
Grudge.
Look, I do.
I feel like
I'm a
Ellie's going to be like,
miserable
the real villain is Lyria.
Oh my god, yes, she is.
But my man.
Well, there you go. Anyone who has previously fucked Reese, Rowan, Rune. Oh my god, they all start with
That's what
R.
I'm wondering.
Is that a thing? I found another connection.
Well, technically, Rune's not like a love interest.
Rune Dannon,
But-
Crown Prince of the Valbari. Yeah, fuck
He's
Yeah,
my love
honestly.
interest. That's all that matters.
All right. Next question. Favorite platonic relationship in a book?
Henry and Stacy or Cassian and
Oh,
Feyre.
I love Cassian and Feyre's relationship, and Henry and Stacy.
They're
Henry.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or like Aelin and Lysandra. I like their friendship a lot.
Oh, they're beautiful. I was going to say the guys from Throne of Glass, like the little clique that they made towards the end, the little bromances
Or
that were developing.
Elisa and
Loved that.
Lily.
Oh.
And Angeles.
with Marshall as well, just as like the lovely. Oh my god! I was gonna say Caleb and Jake, but that's not platonic.
That's daddy and son.
No.
But they
And they
both
also
went there.
weren't really friends.
Yeah, they kind of hated each
at
other.
all.
Yeah, look, Lily and Alyssa from It Starts With Us was really beautiful, and I fucking loved that. Otherwise, I would say In a Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, the main character in that, whose name is escaping me, I want to say Elizabeth. There's like a demon butler called Silas that can turn into a cat. And their banter, I really like. I like their friendship. It's quite cute.
The amount of books that you've brought to our attention about
Yeah,
demon
look,
cats.
it's a trend.
It's two.
Too
But
many.
still.
It's more than I thought I would ever read.
Yeah, also fair.
Yes.
One of my favorite ones is Bryce and Rune. Like, their dynamic is just... Lele and Bryce?
Lily.
It's fine. It's so fun. So that was some of our basic bitch references and also nice ones as well.
Got a lot of books in the fishbowl and a lot of books planned coming up. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to give this time a miss on getting book recommendations. There are some books that we might chuck in moving forward. We're going to try to see what's popping right now, what you guys are reading, what you guys are wanting to read, those types of things, and we'll take that into consideration. So make sure you're posting on your social medias because we will be watching.
That's really creepy, Georgia, but it's also true.
We have your attention now. You've come this far. We wanted to let you know that we have been working on bettering the podcast, as we always are. We're going to be doing a little bit of rebranding with a new logo coming soon, along with a new structure to some of the episodes. So no, that does not mean we'll be changing our outrageously dark humor nonsense that you see every episode that takes up 4 fucking hours of the time. It's fine.
It's so fine.
But we will no longer be basically doing a chapter by chapter run through of the book. We're going to be discussing the important plot points along with discussing some important things that happen within our particular parts. So not only will it be quicker for us to record, it will be shorter episodes for you guys too, but you'll still be able to get our usual content.
Yeah.
So we do obviously want your feedback. So please, if you like it, if you don't like it, let us know. If you say that you don't like it in a public space, I will delete and block you. But if you say it privately, I'll be more forthcoming. So
Oh my god.
You said I had
Yeah.
issues.
I know I have rejection issues, so everything's fine. Along with that topic, we also wanted to let you guys know that Claire is going to be taking a step back from the podcast for the foreseeable future. As most of you know, she hasn't really been doing the podcast full time since she went back to study, so this won't be like a big change to the current podcast, so there's no need to worry because Claire will be back. And she promised that she will be making guest appearances in the meantime, but just to let you guys know that they are some of the changes that are happening to us. I'm worried we don't have like Claire as the protector every episode. Not that we did anyway, but she was always kind of in the background, like just, you know.
Chill the fuck out, guys.
Chill the fuck out. Yeah, her just her facial
yeah.
expressions.
And her wheezy
And her
laugh.
wheezing.
It would just make her simmer down.
All at the same time, wheezing.
I can't wait for when she pops up as a
Bless
guest. It'll be so good. And she has, while she's been on her uni break, she's also finished Throne of Glass. I'm hoping that she'll be able to join us for our Sarah J. Maas theory episode, because by then hopefully she would also, in between all of her crazy study, she would have read everything. And so even though we haven't had her here for those episodes, she'll be up to date, ready to go.
Yay! So that is pretty much it. And what we're going to do now is get into some bloopers for you guys.
Yeah.
I guess let's roll the fucking bloopers.
I'm doing
The
30
next
soon.
merch line from A Book and a Bev is baby's bottom goggles.
Love it.
Baby's bottom goggles.
I get esophagus and asparagus confused sometimes, but they
Like,
don't have anything to do.
I've got to swallow it down my asparagus.
Just to polish off my whole, Kale was the right guy for a season, but not the right guy for life. We get this quote.
You paused too long after the words "my hole."
Just to polish off my hole. Get some buffing out.
Get less of the rim in there and you'll be right.
As if she was a Giselle. Giselle? Giselle.
A gazelle.
Giselle. Giselle. Giselle Boudouchan. In fact, the Victorian Secret Supermodel. Giselle. Gazelle. Who knows? Just the mythical Bambi.
FYI, a gazelle is not a mythical
It's
Bambi because it's
definitely
very much
real.
alive. Like, real.
Okay, it's very ethereal name. Gazelle, Giselle, it all just, it's
I
mumbled up
definitely
in my
think
brain.
it's a gazelle.
You could have wrote fawn.
I could have.
You could have said
I could have.
Bambi's mum.
female fawn.
It's not Bambi's mum because she is dead.
She's dead. No, she was not being Bambi's mum. She was in fact fighting for her life. If anyone tried to attack me, I would just act possessed and deranged to the point that they'd be scared of me. And I'd be like,
I like it when
you've
men are
picked the
scared
wrong
of
woman.
me.
Yeah, you wouldn't want a
Ronnie
kid.
would just pull their pants down and you're like, I'm going to shit cum. Watch me shit some cum. And they'd be like, I'm done. I'm done.
Brian's like, I've been holding this in for 6 weeks. Are you ready?
I've been saving it for a special occasion and guess what? So it's you.
And Dorian is hot on her tail and he's like, I told you you'd regret sparring with me. And it's like,
me.
oh, sparing me, not sparring.
They're just sitting in a spa together, and they're like, "This is fun."
You end up in the spa.
Ellie read the notes as, "You'd regret sparring with me instead of sparing me."
And then we went in the spa.
Yeah.
You do know the actual phrase is like he just puts his soldier hat on. It's not a... But, you know, brain still works. You can have multiple hats. You can wear multiple hats or have multiple brains. Either or, really. Potato, potato. Do you know the phrase, like...
I know what Ellie's trying to say. Like,
You
then
know?
you put your... Yeah. Put different
Yeah,
hat
I
on.
put my mum hat on when I get home.
Yeah,
And then when I get to work, I take my mum hat off or I reach into my skull, I grab my brain, I tear it from my brain stem,
I was talking about. I was talking
I
about
yeet it across the
literally
room.
taking out your own brain, not putting on a fancy hat.
The brain rolls out of my skull across the road, gets hit by a car, Georgia vomits on it.
Briony shits on it.
Ellie's just
Oh.
looking on horrified from the sidelines.
No, I'm the person who takes out the brain because, you know, when you're having an autopsy done, they take out your brain through your nose.
Yes,
Oh, I
get
thought
the-
that Ellie was actually using like the blood as a pool and was just floating in it.
Starfish still waiting
She's
for
actually
Rowan
just
to come and get
floating
me.
in the brain matter. Just
Yeah.
Hello.
Anyway, where the fuck did we go? Okay. I
But you-
just jack off on it.
But it's sort of like, do you know what both of...
Moses.
That's how she gets the demons out.
Moses.
I'm actually really into the Bible.
And Vegemite.
God. And Vegemite.
You open up my Bible and it's actually just got Vegemite smeared on the pages.
Oh,
You open up my sex drawer and there's a jar of Vegemite next to a Bible.
I actually whack you over the head with the Bible while you eat Vegemite.
That's my kink, actually.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I want to leave. I want to eject.
Oh, good night.
Okay.
Continue.
My issue is I keep going to bed at like 11:30, and then Rosie wakes up at 12, and then Charlie wakes up at 2, and then it's just ping pong. Anyway, the
Ping
next
pong.
day, ping pong with babies. Now I'm just picturing babies.
Ping pong with babies. Wow. That's a whole lot.
I don't know if you're picturing them as the ball or as the player.
Or the bat.
There's many options.
Picturing one of each. Like it's just all babies. The table was in fact just made out of babies.
Oh my god. Those baby
And there's
borns are
babies
coming in
watching.
handy again.
Yeah, and there's like a baby as an umpire, and it's like got a whistle in its mouth. It's just
There's a baby Nick Curious. Okay.
So they go on. Kale admits to not being told. I have to reread something.
Oh yeah. He's trying to be like, I wasn't told when bad things are happening.
Yes. So Kale admits that, like, he's like, I wasn't told, and
You're really struggling with that one, aren't
Briony, do you just want to take it? Because I can't.
Okay. Kale,
Someone
is
turned off the air conditioner.
George is having a breakdown.
100%.
Yeah. But Manon and Elite. What would their couple name
I think
be?
it was Malede.
Malede. Like a millipede. Amazing.
No.
Because otherwise
Humans.
it's Ilnon.
In fact, Manon and Malede, millipede, human centipede.
Oh, stop it.
That's how my brain
Keep
works.
going.
Pride that set the world trembling. Prince Wowan, Whitethorn, Galathinius.
Hang on, can you just call them Wowan?
I love Tower of Dawn also.
It's so
I'm just putting
good.
that out there in the universe.
I love Tower of Dawn. People who said that you skip it, again, I've said it before, fuck you.
Fuck you and your cow.
I will shit on your lawn.
And I will shit on your cow.
The cow's just like,
You were just squatting on the cow.
being like, try to stay still, my balance isn't great.
Stay still. Let me shit.
Ellie's so concerned right now.
I put myself on mute for 30 fucking seconds so I can shove some chips down my throat. And here, now we're just suddenly standing on top of cows and shitting.
On them.
No regrets.
None. No, she's trying to conjure some water up in a river, and Rowan appears, and them being like super smitten is really lovely.
What just happened? She just died. Oh my god. What just happened? You scared the shit out of me.
I don't really know. Tickle, you know. And I thought I was going to be okay.
You were not okay. You just were like possessed for a minute there.
Ow, my abs hurt so much. Oh my god.
Alright, what did I miss?
George just got possessed for a minute.
Oh my god!
I was talking, but I had a really bad tickle in my throat, and so as I was trying to finish the sentence, all of a sudden I'm just like, oh god, it scared the shit out of Ellie.
Oh my gosh.
So much so that a chip just fell out of my mouth.
I love that.
I'm so sorry. We haven't gotten anywhere, Brian. No.
Well, I'm glad I haven't missed anything.
Yeah,
we were conquering water. And then you just...
Literally the first one.
I know.
I feel like a nun.
I feel like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Did you just say I feel like Beverly?
Yes. I feel like Beverly. So we get this quote. We are in our bonnets, and we are quoting.
Oh, what's the Vin Diesel song from Fast Furious when Paul Walker dies? Because that's
When
what
I
they
see you
start
again.
singing.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! When I see you again,
That's the next song that they start singing.
it's been a long day without you, my friend. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Thanks. for
You're
coming.
welcome. I would like to be taken on a cruise and someone buy me the most expensive bottle of champagne that is on the boat. I drink it to the point that I pass out and then just chuck me off the edge.
Beautiful.
Yeah, then no one has
but
to deal with my
sharks.
body.
No, Ellie
Oh my
can't
god,
swim.
dolphins!
I can't
You'd be
swim.
right.
I'm going to literally be starfishing. I cannot move. I am just.
You'll be fucking gone. You'll be sinking to the bottom of that ocean.
I would be. It would be brilliant. It's a beautiful way to go.
All in all, great plan then.
Yeah. Look, we've all got a plan in place.
It's your advanced care directive.
It does kind of taste like, you know, the smell of a Band-Aid.
Hang on.
Hang on.
No, but you know, like it smells like a first aid. It smells like
Hang
first
on.
aid.
Like
but
betadine.
This tastes like the smell of first aid.
That's wrong on a lot of levels.
Yeah,
There's so much to unpack there, and I don't know where to start.
we don't have time. we do not. We don't have time.
We don't. Quite simply, we don't.
We simply don't. So
We've got
We
the
are your-
warning now, so all bets are off.
yeah, all bets are off. You've been fucking warned. If you're still here, you're fucked.
We're going to drop cumps in the first episode.
I thought we're going to drop cups.
We're just going to
It's a cup of cum.
cups. A cup of cunts.
A cunt
full. Yeah, if you will.
A
cunt
cunt's
full of
cup
proper
full.
cunts.
And they do what their blood path was, and what?
Their blood path. They've actually just made a
With
path.
blood.
They made a path with their blood. They do what their
Period,
blood
actually.
oath was.
Ali just hasn't done.
Lawson hasn't cut
like
his
a
shirt
dog
off.
with-
That's his problem.
like a dog with worms.
Ellie's just running through town on her anus. Okay.
It's been a long week, boys.
It's Monday.
Can you not die? I'm quite fond of you both. Between
It's too late for me.
between Ellie's dear old snuffles and your choking, we're losing orifices left, right, and centre.
It's all right. It's not COVID at this point in
That's
time.
good.
It's all right. I've choked harder on something.
Georgia.
I'll see myself.
And then grabs someone's intestines and just holds them to her stomach and acts like they're hers falling out.
I love it, and I picture her going like,
Oh
my god!"
She's carrying on
That's
like when Ellie deep throats. He and Leona Lewis are just having a bit of a chat, and Leona keeps him pretty off balance. Remember, he does have one leg, so it's not that hard. But basically,
She just picks the leg out from underneath him.
She's there in a chair in a bathrobe and she's like, ha ha, one tit. No, bam, your leg's gone.
you've got one leg.
One boob, one leg.
Oh my god.
And she finally sits on her throne as very Queen of the West and Queen of Terrorism. Her and
Terrorism.
terrorism. She's the
Like,
Queen
whoa.
of Terrorism, actually.
Jesus.
up.
Fuck it up, you know, each to their own. You do you.
Don't do terrorism.
She sits on her throne.
Yeah, don't.
Don't do terrorism.
You take anything from this episode.
It's
Terrorism. It's I don't want to say Mary Lynn.
It's not
It's
Mary Lynn.
Marilyn.
They think that she is Mary Lynn because Mary Lynn was the one that tried to kill Aaron that Lara killed. That was
That's
her favourite
right.
daughter.
They
a lot of
think-
sisters.
There's
Yeah.
too many sisters. Too many scissors. I
I'm
started
not-
doing this, and then I was like, "Oh, too many scissors," and then I was like, "Oh wait, no, they're sisters."
Intrusive thoughts.
If you had a competition of like the distance of like breast milk to like ejaculate, what would win?
Milk Drowner wants to talk about the distance of breast milk, everyone.
Compared to ejaculate.
I mean, I haven't
Like,
really
what would-
seen the projectile force of breast milk.
No,
Fucking immense. There's actually a shot called Shit on the Grass. Doesn't go down too bad, actually.
there is, and it's actually really
I thought
good.
you said there's actually a shop with
No.
a P called Shit on the Grass. And I was like, oh my God, what is this shop? What are they selling?
Just shit
Is it manure?
on grass.
on a piece of grass. They
Yeah.
actually just sell you like a small slab of grass and with the shit on it.
Shit on it, and you
Oh
can
my
pick the type of
God.
shit that you'd like.
Or you can get like shit that someone stepped in.
Delightful.
I'm not
Shit after
encouraging you.
dairy.
Anyway.
Like
You
now
know
it's
what's funny? You know how you know when you're really blind? It's totally unrelated, but it says hovering in midair, and I thought it said my hair. That's how blind I am.
hovering in my hair.
I was like, once you were reading it, I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Then you read it as midair. I was like, oh, that does. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
But yeah, actually, I stand corrected.
Because, like, you're picturing, right? Dorian falls out. He's stumbling. He's like, he's Fergie. Oh, tripping. Oh, stumbling.
Why did you bring Fergie into this?
Because he was tripping and stumbling. Duh.
They're like, now is not the time to drop it low, Dorian. We're in a crisis.
Fergalicious definition. He's like,
Just make
Doralicious definition.
Make the girls go loco. I fall in love with them instantly. I'm gonna stop now.
Because they love my pogo. They'd sing specifically, "The lion sleeps tonight."
Oh my god!
Lion sleeps tonight. Away.
Nah, he's 7 years my junior. I just couldn't
My
do it to
junior.
myself. I need an older dick.
That's
need some-
okay. It means that you will never have to live without him because you'll die first.
That's nice. I enjoy that. I want to be stuffed when I'm dead. I'd like to be stuffed so people can come have a wine with me still on a Sunday evening.
What the fuck, Ellie?
I love George's like, I can handle licking boots and a sticky floor, but you want to be stuffed and not in a sexual way?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I was thinking
not
when
in
she
a
was like, yeah, I
sexual
want to
way.
be stuffed. I was like, oh shit, she wants to be stuffed. How many dicks are you getting?
No.
No.
But no.
I want to be
Taxidermied.
stuffed. Taxidermy, yeah.
Mm. Yes,
Wow.
with all
I
my
just
pets
know-
around me.
Just know I will not be having a wine with you if you get stuffed.
Yeah, no.
I will haunt you.
I will
No, remember-
haunt you.
Remember, if Lockie's still alive, you'll just position you around the house and he's got to just assume that you're still alive.
Yeah, and
Oh my God.
we'll break his legs so he's not going
He can't do anything.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube if you haven't already at A Book and a Bev podcast.
Please rate, like, and subscribe. We hear that helps.
We love and appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.